Masanda Lutidi, this is our world. Ukuphila kwilizwe elihle nelahleke njengomzantsi Afrika.
Living in a beautiful country like South Africa, surrounded by 2 oceans with 11 official languages and more than 50 million heroes and heroines, has taught me to appreciate people, regardless of their background. I know and believe that our differences should not lead to discrimination and cause animosity between us. As South Africans, our cultural differences have made the country bright and colorful and rich in beauty. Here in South Africa, a person is a person because of other people.
Umntu ngumntu ngabantu.
Sanibonani, I am Pilile Zindela, a chief geologist at Sasol Mining, Horsesprade.
Hi, I'm Lalani Prinsloo and I'm a mining rock engineer at Sasol Mining.
Namaste, my name is Hema Valib and I'm a process engineer at R&D Sasolburg.
I am the Operations Excellence Manager for Horsesprade Mine.
Women bring a whole new dimension to the engineering field, whereas, even in a typical boardroom environment where men come in headstrong, it's my way or the highway, women have a different sort of understanding and they're more perceptive about things. And that coupled with the fact that, they have this will to succeed and almost having to prove themselves, makes for a really, really powerful combination.
And one great manager I'll never forget is the guy I started with who was my mentor, who actually said to me, you know what, Asana, this is not a place for sissies, my darling. What you need to do, you're not wearing Q-Tex in here. And the other thing is you'll work twice as hard as the guy next door to you. And I've taken that with me and it keeps me going every day.
In the beginning there was lots of negativity around the fact that I would potentially fill a position that could have been some starting point for some guy's career.
There is that perception that women when coming into the mining industry, it's that mining charter compliance, but in actual fact it pushes us to excel and do well in our respective jobs.
But I think once they get used to you and once they realize you're here to do a job, that you will do it as well as any man, and that you do not expect any special treatment, they accept you.
Yes.
And sometimes
yes,
even
so
I think
right.
there's a little bit of respect.
When I was on rotation on the plant, I had to do, as we all do, shift work. Here I am, this person sitting there, and obviously foreign, new to all these older men, and they were speaking a bit in Afrikaans, who is she, what is she doing here? And then, I responded and I was like, ek kan ook jou taal praat. And it's not just about the surprise factor, but it's about the respect factor. I think after that I got so much more help from them and, helping me around and, do you want to learn this? Let me show you how this works. And it made me realize it's all about meeting you halfway.
Most guys would often offer themselves, can't we drive you to the field? Can't we go and stand in the field with you whilst you're logging? It's like they give you that, there's actually that welcoming part in them and that soft part in their hearts to say, we acknowledge you are a woman in our environment, we embrace your presence.
When times are tough, many times the men come to you and they tell you, keep it up, you're doing a good job.
You're proud of you.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes you want to go more and do more.
For men, I think it's actually well done for them for embracing such a change in
Yeah.
our company.
Ons besef nie in Suid-Afrika.
We don't always realize how rich our South African culture is and how we are influenced by our European background and our African cultures. But it's not always easy. For example, the role of a woman is traditionally seen in the Afrikaner culture as a homemaker. So because of tradition, it is already uncomfortable for women in a male-dominated workplace. In other cultures, especially the African culture, it is unacceptable for women to stand their ground. But the time has come for men and women from different backgrounds in South Africa to be part of this country. There is a place for everyone under the African sun.
Daar's 'n plekkie in die son vir elkeen.
According to Hindi culture, a family that eats and prays together is a happy family. The fact that I'm here with my cousins and family members, enjoying good food and good company, makes me really happy. I try to use the good values that my parents instilled in me every day in my work.
Die South African side come, look at Kirtichu.
njengomZulu.
As a Zulu, I was raised in a home where respect was expected. Growing up, we knew how to respect the elderly, whether they were family or not. So it was difficult for me when I started working at the mines to talk to more senior colleagues, and specifically older men from different cultures. I had to find a way to balance showing respect on the one hand and requesting authority on the other hand. I had to learn to manage them and to give instructions in a respectful manner, as this is part of my job. Another cultural difference I experience in the workplace is the use of eye contact. We were taught from a young age not to make direct eye contact when speaking to older people. In other cultures, looking a person in the eye shows honesty and confidence, and this is very important when building relationships with them. We have to learn about the different cultures at work, home, or when doing business. We have to find common ground where we can respect each other and celebrate our different traditions and customs.
Sinikezana indawo yethu.
Even though working in such a multicultural environment can be challenging, it's also such an exciting environment to be in. And I really do believe that being exposed to such different cultures develops us as both as professionals and as people in general. I think it makes me who I am.